Mr. President,
the senator from Illinois.
I've listened carefully to the critics of this legislation. What would they have us do? They would have us do nothing. What they offer is 1/2 of this bill in the hopes that that might do it. We tried this. I would say to the critics of this bill, we tried their tax cuts last year under President Bush, and they didn't work. We tried their TARP under President Bush, and it didn't work as well as we'd hoped. And now we're asking for a chance. This president, President Obama, inherited the worst economic crisis in 75 years. He is showing leadership, and he came up with a solution and offered it to the Republicans and said, sit down with us, work with us together. Only 3 Republicans out of all those elected on Capitol Hill would do so. This president made direct overtures to bring in Republicans to try to find the solution to these problems, and they refused to do so. And many of the same Republicans, not the senator from Arizona, but many of the same Republicans who've spoken earlier, supported amendments to this, adding to the cost of this package $70 billion in the Finance Committee, up to $30 billion on the floor, and after their amendments were adopted, they said, but of course we can't vote for the bill because it costs too much. After they added some $100 billion in cost to this bill. They can't have it both ways. They can't ask us as Democrats to stand with President Bush when he tried to solve it and then walk out the door when we face this crisis under President Obama. We have invited the Republicans to join us. 3 have stepped forward. I salute them for their courage in doing so, and I hope in the future more will. A lot of the arguments here are about the impact on the next generation. Consider the impact on the next generation of Americans if their parents lose a job. Consider the impact on kids in the next generation if their home is foreclosed upon. Consider the impact of the next generation if they're forced out of college because their parents can't pay the bills. In this bill, we address each of those issues, providing tax relief to working families, creating up to 4 million jobs, giving people a chance to stay in their homes, and trying to help them pay for college education. Yes, we have our eye on the next generation. And what we're doing in this bill is trying to give the lifeline to our economy for those who are suffering in Arizona, in Illinois, in Colorado, and all across this country. This is a serious effort to find a solution. We have tried to work together. It is a transparent approach with full accountability, and we're going to do our best to pass it, turn this economy around, and give America the new day it deserves. I yield the floor.